Hey guys, it's Brian here, and I'm back with a response video for Aaron Pin. He just recently posted a video titled "You Can Only Keep 10 Scream Factory Releases," and I'm gonna keep up with his rules. Basically, his rules are basically you can only have one box set, one double feature, and Blu-rays only. So that's what I'm gonna do for this. So first up, we have Prison. Um, this one is a haunted prison movie, and I really do like this one. I actually saw this in the theater back in the day, and this one stars Viggo Mortensen before he became famous. Um, this one's a lot of fun and a really cool movie. All right, next up we have some good canon weirdness. We have Ninja 3 The Domination, which is kind of funny because I don't think this movie has anything to do with the first two films, which is Enter the Ninja and Revenge of the Ninja. This one stars Linda Dickey, who was Special K in Breakin' and Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo, as well as Sho Kazuki, who was the villain in the first Enter the Ninja movie, with Frank Nero being the hero, although he was the hero in Revenge of the Ninja. Um, so this is really odd. This one's a supernatural one, which the other two films weren't supernatural at all. And essentially, this ninja gets murdered by the police. I guess he's like a ninja assassin. And then Linda Dickey, for some reason, she gets possessed by the ninja, and she starts killing the police officers that killed the ninja. And it's up to Sho Kazuki to like sort everything out. It's such a weird movie. It's definitely awesome and definitely makes no sense and is kind of stupid. All right. Next up, we have 10 to Midnight, another canon release. I call this one That Time Charles Bronson Made a Slasher Film. And it's a very oddball movie. In this film, there's a serial killer that's going around killing women, and like Charles Bronson knows who it is, he just can't prove it. So it's kind of like a cat and mouse thing. This one's kind of sleazy, but also a lot of fun. Right. Next up, we have Alone in the Dark, and this one stars Martin Landau and Jack Palance, which is kind of funny to me because they both won Best Supporting Oscars back in the 1990s, but this was back in the 80s when they were taking everything they can get. So they made a lot of schlocky movies, and this is one of them. And this one centers around these patients at a mental institution, and they have a beloved doctor, but I guess he's moved on to a new job, and the new doctors come in, and for some reason they get it in their minds that the new doctor had did something nefarious with the old doctor, so they escape the institution and they basically surround the new doctor's home and terrorize him and his family. This one's a lot of fun and definitely worth checking out. And I guess Jack Palance and Martin Landau also started another film together before this one, which was called Without Warning, which predated Predator by I think at least 6 years. They're kind of the same movie, just a little bit slockier. All right. Next up, we have Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. And this is one that kind of slept on originally. Back in the mid-2000s, Anchor Bay released a really cool DVD release of this one with a cool gate covers, gatefold slipcover. This one's like a mockumentary film where in this universe, Freddy and Jason are real, and this guy, Leslie Vernon, he wants to be right up there with them. So he's got this documentary crew following him around while he prepares to murder these people. Definitely worth checking out. A lot of fun. You know, I'd have it in my collection. All right. Next up, we have Evil Speak. And this is just basically the male version of Carrie. This one stars Clint Howard and is totally nonsensical. This film tries to meld like Satanism or the satanic panic craze with computers. So essentially, we got this guy, Clint Howard, that's at this military academy. He's being picked on. He's got no friends. And somehow in the library, he finds a satanic book. And he starts using the book with the computer, an Apple computer from the 1980s. He ends up getting possessed. This is such a weird film. There's like wild boars in this. It really makes no sense, but it's a lot of fun. Right. Next up, we have In the Mouth of Madness, which is, I think, the last great John Carpenter film. This one's heavily inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Such a cool movie. Like in this world, this author, Sutter Kane, has gone missing. And then Sam Neill's supposed to, he's hard to find him, but I guess if you read the book, you go insane or something. It's such a really weird story, but I always love this one. So that's In the Mouth of Madness. All right. Now this is the last of the single edition movies, and that's Scarecrows. This is my favorite killer scarecrow film. This one's totally nonsensical, doesn't make a lot of sense. It starts off with these guys that, for some reason, I think they robbed some gold from the military base or something, because they're in like one of those cargo planes, and it crashes in a cornfield, and for reasons not explained, the cornfield is filled with killer scarecrows. And I think it's supposed to be a family, these people that were farmers or something. That doesn't make much sense. The film doesn't make sense, but I love it. And last up, for the double features, we have Terror Vision and The Video Dead. And I picked this one mainly for Terror Vision because there was another film that was lost on VHS. It was an old Empire Pictures release. And this one also stars Diane Franklin, who was a popular actress in the 1980s, and then she kind of went away. I'm assuming she got married and had kids. But now she's back. She's hitting the convention circuit. I think she was also in the last American version, and she was one of the princesses in the first Bill and Ted movie. So that's that. And now, for the box sets, the problem I have is I only have 2 box sets from Scream Factory. So I decided to go with the one that I watch the most, and that is the Friday the 13th box set. Because every Friday the 13th, I do watch. Oh, they're falling out. I'll just let them come out. I do watch one of the movies from the series. This last Friday, I watched part 4, and before that, I watched I think it was part 5. I don't watch them in order. I just whatever I feel like watching. So that's pretty much it. Those are my picks. I'm gonna put a link to Aaron's video in the description, and if you decide you want to get in on the fun, go ahead. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you all later.